Okay, ready? Are we going to clap with it? Let me hear it.
Rat-a-tat-tat, rat-a-tat-tat, God will make the big boat float.
What story is that about?
Noah.
Noah. Good girl. High five.
I grew up in a small country town in the church where everybody was expected to have a position. And probably when I was in the junior division, they asked me in that church to be a Sabbath School teacher in cradle roll. So I got my start there. Little did I know that 50-some years later, I'd still be doing it. I remember my junior Sabbath School teacher. We'd all sit in a circle around her, and she'd teach us a Sabbath School lesson. And one thing I remember is that she gave me a little bookmark. I don't know if it was Christmas or what it was, but it was the shape of a cross she had crocheted. I still have that. I moved here as a student, nursing student, in 1964. The lady in charge was Lorraine Felker. And one time, after church, after Sabbath School, she caught me and said, "Jeannie, will you work in Sabbath School?" I guess I said yes. Pretty much the whole time it was birth to 15 months. So they were babies. None of them remember being in my Sabbath School. It's not hard because the parents remember. And they're the ones that you get to know, and the kids. And I enjoy seeing them up in front. They're running up there for the children's story or playing in the handbells or, anything, getting baptized. That's rewarding to see them. And me not having children, it was a chance for me to use my mothering instincts for an hour on Sabbath. Then I could give them back.
When I first came to children's ministry, Jeannie embraced me with a big hug, and she said, "Welcome to this ministry," and I knew immediately that we had a connection.
Jeannie is awesome. Every time I see her, I get a joy in coming to Sabbath School because I know she's very productive, everything is in order. She knows each parent, and she makes us talk about each other before we start Sabbath School so that we can know each other as a family.
She's there early. She's there late in the Sabbath School class. She greets you with a smile, knows all the kids by name almost before they step foot into the class.
I know that she went to a lot of piano recitals. I know that she went to a lot of birthday parties. I know that she went to different events that meant something to families, and that was one of the steps of developing that deeper relationship and really understanding the different families that were in her Sabbath School class.
I relied on prayer a lot because if I couldn't find a leader, I'd just pray about it, and somehow, almost always it worked out. It was waiting till the last minute on Friday night. You didn't know for sure if you were going to have your program together on Sabbath, but somehow it worked out.
Teaching for Jeannie was so much more than just filling a slot. It was getting a family connected to our community where they felt like they were part of our church and our bigger church, and not just a Sabbath School class.
I would like to follow in her footsteps. Maybe not that long, but it's really a good 40 years is a long time. I think she was my Sabbath School teacher when I was in cradle roll.
Well, I enjoyed it. It wasn't like I was giving up anything. I was the one gaining the blessing. It was kind of a way of life for me on Sabbath.